Hello, welcome. Have you had a good weekend? It's Monday today and start of a new week, which I always enjoy. We had a lovely weekend, actually really achy because we did lots of gardening. And then the weekend before that was Jubilee weekend, which I really enjoyed. I thought that was lovely. A real feeling after COVID of sort of coming together and just that feeling of celebration, which I thought was lovely. And it's still with me a bit really. That buzzy feeling. So yeah, I hope you've had a lovely weekend. Depending where you are in the world, perhaps you've been getting your garden ready for summer or ready for winter. First thing I wanted to show you is a gift that somebody sent to me, which I absolutely adore, from a lovely lady called Patty, who has become a lovely friend. And she has sent me and Chris some of her beautiful needlework before, but this is so beautiful, and I'll put a little pan in so you can see it in more detail. It's so pretty, a little cross stitch which actually takes you through the seasons. It's got the snowdrops there, and then taking you through spring, summer, and then to autumn. And this is in my haul, Patty, if you're watching, so that anyone that comes in can see it. It's absolutely beautiful when she had it framed. So I should treasure this, Patty, thank you. And I just wanted to show you all how clever she is and just how beautiful it is and how lovely people are. For you to actually stitch that for me and send that to me. So thank you. That's the first thing I wanted to show you. And that's on the side, yeah, in my hallway, so I pass it every day. So thank you, Patty. I love that. And lay it down safely over there. So, really what I wanted to show you this time is some of the things I've been up to, which is mainly sewing. I have done a little bit of knitting. I've been on my second sock, and I've got a couple of cast-ons that I want to do, so I need to get them finished. And then I'll show you what's in the shop and just a general chit chat really. So something that I started a long time ago was a little quilt for my grandson. Oh, got to spend time with my grandson, our grandson, I keep saying my grandson. Last week. They live up in London, and where they live actually, right next to Wimbledon, they're all starting to get ready for Wimbledon. So suddenly when we were there, all the shops started to get tennis rackets up and everything. That's all really exciting. I love Wimbledon. Yeah, I got to see my little grandson, and he is ready fairly soon to go into a cot, so I need to get going and get this finished, because otherwise he'll be in the cot before it's finished. So it's a little quilt. I haven't brought the pattern with me, but it's We Are Family. Sorry about that interruption. It was it's one of my neighbour's cats, which is a lovely cat, but our cat Tommy, as I said before, he was never out. He'd never been outside before he came to us, and I think he must be upstairs, because if he'd known there was another cat in the garden, he would have gone bonkers. And it was either that or you would have heard howling. You know what they're like, they're so territorial, cats. Sorry for that. Anyway, he was also heading towards my tomatoes, and I don't trust them. I'm very precious about my tomatoes at the moment. So back to the quilt. So it's, yeah, We Are Family quilt. And it is, I'm loving it. So I've got a thing about circles at the moment as well, which we'll see in my slow stitching. But there are lots of different aspects to it, lots of circles. And then I'm onto the animal section, lots of little animals. So this is Little Rabbit. And I'm going to really enjoy putting their faces on and dressing them up, because you can obviously, you get the pattern. In fact, this one, he's got a little frill there to put on. And I think there's about 5 of them in the pattern, but I think I might do some more. Actually, I might dot some more around, because I think he'll love those, love looking at the animals. And there's another rabbit. And then this one is going to be a teddy bear. I thought I'd stuck them on, I haven't. Bear with. So yes, this one's going to be a teddy bear. And yeah, got quite a few of them here. I won't try and balance them all. Really enjoying doing that, and then lots and lots and lots more circles that I've been doing. So I'm going to deviate slightly from the pattern because I think I'm going to put more of these in. I think the pattern, like I said, has got about 5, and I think I'm going to put more of those in. And sewing circles, so therapeutic. I'm loving it. So that's my We Are Family quilt. It won't be finished next week, but I'm hoping, I've got about 8 blocks ready, and I'm hoping, how many is it? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I think it might be 24 blocks. Hopefully that'll be ready next time. That's in my little Liberty sewing box, which I love. Took that to London with me, and their cat, they have a little cat called Kiki, and she was going after my sewing and knitting. So that's that, which I'm very much enjoying. Oh, now the other thing I'm doing, it's called slow stitching for a reason. It's very slow. My friend Sharon actually said to me, don't do a monthly slow stitching, knowing me that I wouldn't get it finished. Just have slow stitching projects. So this one, I started quite some time ago. I'm not quite sure which way up I'm going to have it actually when I do it. Probably that way. So that's my slow stitching project. And I keep adding and adding and adding to it. And I'm just loving it. I really love it. It goes everywhere with me. In fact, it comes to there. But I think I want it running up vertically rather than horizontally. And this has got some of my favourite fabrics in and stitches, lots of couching, which I've really enjoyed doing. Lots of bits of fabric that I've just either made into, oh, I'm doing this, made into Suffolk puffs, or just scrunched up, sort of manipulated it to put it on there and fit in a shape. And doing little things like squeezing bits of fabrics into little circles. And see what I mean about circles? Circles everywhere. And I've loved it. I've really enjoyed it. But I think I'm at the stage where I'm going to stop. There are a couple more bits that I want to do. And I've got so many bits of fabric and tiny little scraps that I have that have got to go in. And when they're in, on that little bit. Well, anyway, when they're in, when they're on, that's it. And I might put this bit of black and white on there, I'm not sure. But yeah, I've really enjoyed that. I will put a picture of that on Selvage Chronicles as well, which I have woefully neglected because I have just not had time to spend as much time on that. It doesn't matter, I think, with stitching how long it takes you to do it. That's the whole point of it. But I've got 3 of these on the go now, but that's fine. Different things. In fact, I keep it in these little things, these little suitcases, mini suitcases. And I've got about 4 or 5 of these full of bits. And of course, they've all got treasures and fabrics in them and threads and things like that. And I think, oh, I didn't know I had that one. I've got big sleeves on this blouse, getting in the way. So that's my slow stitching. And the other thing is my socks, which in a polka dot bag. So I finished one, completely done. And then the other one is I'm just up to the more polka dots. Can't get any more of that fabric. I love it. It was a tiny little, tiny, irregular black dot fabric. I'm just up to the heel. And so hopefully I'll have those finished by the end of the week. And then my Pride and Prejudice socks, which I have enjoyed. And then I've got a little Wind in the Willows, which was our second little bookshelf colourway, which I'll put a picture on here. I haven't got it with me, but I'm going to knit a little cardigan for our little grandson from that, because I think that'd be lovely in Wind in the Willows. And on that note, the 3rd chapter of the Little Bookshelf Yarn Club is Little Women. and that's in the shop now. That'll be in probably for another few days, and then we'll lost a scrap of fabric, and then we will take that down in time to dye it up for you. That goes out at the end of June, and we are just about to send out the Botanist Club #2, which was the herb garden. So that goes out probably at the end of this week, and then next week's will be in the shop this Friday. So that's that. So I just wanted to show you some of the colourways, because what we've been doing is last year we introduced the Country Garden collection, which was a set of colourways that all sort of went with each other, because I've said before it's quite difficult on a monitor. Do you use artificial lights? Do you use natural light? It's really difficult. You have to be consistent to show you the colours accurately. So we do our best with that, but that's why I like to show them on here, because I do have lights, but hopefully it's as true as it can be. So if I take you through them, so some of these are new this year, and some of them have been brought back from last year. If you did order one of the colours from last year and you thought, oh, I'll add to it, just be aware of the fact that we've used the same dyes, we've applied it slightly differently. So it may be, the colour will be the same, but if you bought Country Garden last year, it may be slightly different in the way it knits up, just for you to be aware. So this is Country Garden, which is also available with a project bag as well. That comes in a little set with, I think, a rose soap. If it's not on the shop, it may be sold out, but it should be on there in a pre-order. I just need 2 or 3 days really on a pre-order to make the bag or dye the yarn for you if it's not on there, and then if we've got quite a build-up of them, then we take it off for a little while and then we put it on. So it should be, if it's not there one week, it should be there the next. So this is Country Garden, and then this is Rambling Rose, and this one is Country Garden Blooms, so this one has blue in it, and then this one is Foxglove. So can you see the way they're all gelling together? And then how many hands have I got? I put those 3 down. And then this one is Honeysuckle. And then this one is Summer Roses. Summer Roses, again, I actually don't have one. I've sold the last one, but again, it's on pre-order, or should be. There is a little bag, really pretty roses bag that goes with that. So that is the Country Garden collection yarns. I think that was from the week before last. You can see the way they all go together. I'll try and put them down without making noise. Back over there. And then I'll show you the bags in a second. That was our Jubilee, 70 years, thank you, Mum. That was our Jubilee yarn. I'm so proud of our Queen. When she came onto the balcony at the end, I felt quite emotional, actually. So that's 70 years, thank you, Mum. So some of these are available as well. If you go onto the website, some of them are available. We've put them together in groups of 4 at a discounted price. So if you sort of thought, oh, I love all of those, then it's cheaper if you buy all 4 together, and you'll see. And these are the same. I think these are on as a 3, and the next one I'm going to show you is on as a 3 as well. So if you liked all 3 of them, it's a bit cheaper to buy them like that. So this is Flowers Sweet and Rare. Sorry, I should have said they were all on our 4-ply sock base, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, so it's quite hard wearing. This one is on our sparkly stellina, and this is 75% merino, 20% nylon and 5% stellina. I think that should add up to 100. And this is Flower Sweet and Rare. And then this one is Down the Garden Path. And if you see the listings, I won't go through each one, but if you see the listings, some of them have been inspired by poems as well, or not been inspired by poems. We know the colourway we wanted to do, but I've seen a line for a poem and thought, oh, that's the perfect name. And this one is the Reading Corner. There's a little bit in my garden actually, which kind of inspired this. I've got a little cherry tree, and it's just a little sort of hidden corner by the shed actually, where I like to sit and read. So that's the Reading Corner. So that, and they are all on that sparkly stellina. So they are all available as well as a trio or individually. And then the last one is Lavender Season, which is, there's a Lavender Season skein. The lavender is just about to come out in my garden. It's all in buds. And they have been, the bees have been on the poppies, previously the honeysuckle, on the poppies, and just about to go on the lavender when it comes out, which I love that. So one of these is, again, you'll see the poem quotes. Some of these are inspired by the bees on the lavender too, hard-working bees. This is Lavender Season Minis, which speaks for itself really. It's all lavendery colours, and the lilac-y colours that you get for lavender as well, and a couple of different greens in there. So that's Lavender Season Minis, Lavender Season Manie, and then we also have Wildflower Scent, which goes with that one, and Thoughts in a Garden. That's another poem one. Thoughts in a Garden. And those three also look nice together. I mean, they all go beautifully with all of them, but these are more blues and lavenders, whereas all the country gardens tend to be these sorts of palettes. Oh, I'm really sorry, I had to stop for a minute then. I had a fit of the giggles for no reason whatsoever. So this one went in shop Friday as well, which is called Pastoral, which this is on our 2-ply. I can feel the giggles there. I'm going to keep a straight face for a while. And yeah, so that's on our 2-ply, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And this is the bag. Oh, and this is the bag. And this is, oh, this is lovely. It's a little lavender bag. Each one will be slightly different because I put lace and do each one differently. This is, it's in a beautiful pure linen, really slubby, and oh, it's gorgeous. And it has these beautiful scenes. It's in the Toile de Joie fabric. Oh, I love it. So that is pure linen, and then it has a striped cotton lining, and it has currently sold out. It is on pre-order. So that, and it's a bigger bag. That will probably get, I'm going to have a practice. Probably about 4 skeins in there, I would say. 3 comfortably. Yeah, so you get 4 skeins in there. But comfortably 3. Oh, recovered from that now. I don't know what, does that happen to you? I don't know what triggered that. But that was very much a giggling fit. This is the bag that I just showed you, which is a country garden bag, which I had last year, which I made lots and lots and lots and lots of those. Another little lavender bag. Actually, I've got the lavender from here. I've got a candle behind me. I'm determined to keep burning my candles to create apparently a sense of calm. That smells beautiful. And then I've got soaps, because some of these are in sets with a yarn, a bag and a soap. Again, a special price. And that's huile d'olive. So that's olive oil, and that's lotus flower. And they smell heavenly. And the other bag is, this is a pouch that's on the store that I'm going to be making into a drawstring. So hopefully we'll get that on the shop this week. But there is another bag coming this Friday as well, which I haven't brought with me. And that's going with the yarns that are coming in this week. So I think that's everything. So as ever, there is normally there would be a little video at the end, but the video, as I've said, the sort of vlog part of it is in a separate place now on the Untrodden Ways, which we'll probably link to at the end, or I can leave a link underneath. And I have just started reading The Burning Chambers by Kate Moss, which Cherie and Jodie, if by any chance you're watching, I've started reading it. I was supposed to read along. Oh, it was sometime during lockdown, probably last summer. We were going to read it together, and I just wasn't reading at that time. I couldn't really get my head, I don't know if it was lockdown, what it was. I couldn't get into reading like I normally would. So anyway, I'm just about to start reading that. I literally read the cast and the first page last night. So yeah. So let me know what you've been doing, what you've been reading, and what you're watching. I've been binge watching a couple of things. I've just started watching one. Rubbish, I can't remember what they're called, with James Nesbitt in it and Richard Armitage. I've remembered. It's called Stay Close, and it has got, yes, Eddie Izzard is in it, he's really good, and James Nesbitt, Richard Armitage, lots, and a fantastic actress whose name has gone. Something Jumbo, I think her name. Anyway, she's fantastic. And then previously to that, I watched another Richard Armitage drama. He's also Thorin Oakenshield in The Hobbit, of course, always pleasant to watch. And that was called The Stranger with Dervla Kirwin. That was really good. And then what did I watch before that? Liar. I think these are all on BBC iPlayer anyway. And I've got to start watching Stranger Things. And I've got to get back to watching Peaky Blinders. Somehow in amongst that I should find time for stitching and sleeping maybe. But anyway, let me know what you've been watching, reading and doing. And thank you for spending time with me. I apologise for the giggles. Have a lovely day and the rest of your week, and I will see you next week.